As the final season of Top Boy reaches its conclusion, the epic tale of Deshane, Sully, and Summer House has come to its ultimate culmination. Over the course of many years, starting in 2011, this show has delivered an array of unforgettable moments, some brimming with raw emotion, others shattering our hearts, and a few laying bare the stark realities of Sully and Deshane's chosen lifestyle. With that in mind, I'd like to share what, in my opinion, are the 5 most impactful moments in the entire series. So, let's dive right in. Here are the top 5 powerful moments in Top Boy. A quick heads up, this video will contain spoilers. Number 1. This moment had to be at the top of the list. It blindsided viewers, arriving after a season that seemed to be wrapping up on a positive note. We had been led to believe that everything was falling into place with scenes of celebration, Aaron's graduation, the cancellation of Summer House development plans, Lauren's baby scan, and the seemingly stable relationship between Deshane and Shirley, not to mention Deshane's successful street operations. But in the blink of an eye, it all unraveled, catching us completely off guard. Jamie had appeared poised to become the top boy, and Sully's desire to eliminate him was understandable as Deshane took a liking to him. However, it was the suddenness of his demise that truly left us stunned. As Stefan screamed his brother's name and the screen cut to black, the abrupt shift shattered any illusions and forced us to confront the harsh realities of this lifestyle. It left us staring at a blank screen, questioning the reality of what we had just witnessed, especially since just moments earlier, none of us had foreseen such a twist. Number 2. While this moment might be controversial, it carries immense power not for the event itself but for what it symbolizes. The ambiguity surrounding Sully's fate, the unknown identity of his assailant, encapsulates the perilous life he had chosen to lead. Over the years, Sully had made numerous enemies, to the point where he likely couldn't keep track of who might be gunning for him. This is what makes his demise so poignant. Even though Stefan had spared him, believing he was safe, the reality was different. Sully could never truly be safe, forever pursued by some invisible threat. This outcome mirrored a story Sully shared at the season's start about a lurking tiger in a park, a tale he told his daughter. In the final episode, the predator emerged, treating Sully as prey. It was a poetic and fitting end for the character, one deserving of its place on this list. Number 3. The power of Jason's death lies not only in the loss of the character but also in the profound impact it had on Sully's trajectory. We witnessed the deep friendship between Jason and Sully, formed from a past robbery. Sully's perspective shifted dramatically upon seeing the harsh life Jason led, abandoned by uncaring parents. That was when Sully made the fateful decision to mentor him. We heard them excitedly discussing their plans, from attending their first Arsenal game, fulfilling Jason's lifelong dream, to eventually sharing a place. However, tragedy struck the night before their departure. The house they were staying in was targeted and engulfed in flames. In that horrifying moment, we witnessed Sully desperately trying to rescue Jason, who was trapped inside, unable to break free from the inferno. Sully's voice echoed with Jason's name as he stood helplessly, watching his friend succumb to the relentless fire. When Sully returned after his failed attempt to save Jason, the camera lingered on the window, evoking a haunting feeling as we contemplated Jason's fate within. Then, a close-up of Sully's face revealed the reflection of the flames in his eyes, his expression drained of all emotion. The once-present smile, born from their football discussions, was now a distant memory. Sully was forever changed by that day, a rare moment when we saw his emotional vulnerability, making it a profoundly impactful and pivotal scene. Driss's death stands out as one of the most powerful moments in the entire series, for several compelling reasons. It marked the culmination of Driss's gradual downfall and his betrayal of his 2 closest friends. Driss had been sidelined and deemed unreliable, a stark contrast to his character in the Summer House series and his relationship with Shane Nude. As Jax gained favor, Driss turned on Shane and Sully, revealing their whereabouts to Modi and Jermaine, with the intention of having his former brothers killed. However, when Shane and Sully survived and discovered Driss's betrayal, Sully was forced to seek revenge by killing Driss. It was a heart-wrenching moment to witness, as even though Driss had wronged his friends, it was apparent that he had been driven to it by his hurtful treatment. The scene depicted Driss walking along a balcony barefoot before Sully led him to a rooftop overlooking the Summer House. Their encounter was brief, and Sully showed Driss an unusual moment of respect by not killing him on his doorstep, sparing Aaron the gruesome discovery. In an eerie moment, Sully commented, "I didn't even know you wore glasses," which momentarily disrupted the tension, highlighting the tragic turn of events between two former best friends. Driss never explained his actions to Sully, and we only heard a loud gunshot, confirming the deed. The anguish on Sully's face indicated the inner turmoil he felt over having to take Driss's life. Later revelations suggested Driss had been shot 20 times, underscoring Sully's extreme emotional turmoil in that moment and the guilt he carried in subsequent seasons. The most impactful moment in the entire Top Boy series comes from the most recent season, and it's significant for various reasons. The first reason is because it features Shane's death scene, which has rapidly become one of the most widely circulated memes on the internet today. The poetic aspect of Shane's demise at the hands of Sully has always been evident. When we revisit Netflix's initial episode of the show, we see Sully pointing his weapon at Shane while saying, "I'm no less than you." Ultimately, this is what led to Shane's death because Sully consistently believed that Shane held him in lower regard. Witnessing their final confrontation and the remorse and distress on Sully's face as he fired the fatal shot at Shane, it was a profoundly saddening moment. It left me pondering how, after all those years, the two characters ended up in such a dire situation. Another reason for the scene's power lies in the line, "If we're not monsters, we're food, and I could never be food." This showcased Sully's willingness to go to any lengths to ensure his dominance, even if it meant taking the life of his closest friend. He came to terms with the fact that he was a monster and fully embraced it. The raw emotion conveyed through Sully's eyes, expressions, and voice during this moment was flawless, making the scene exceptionally impactful. This particular line and scene underscored the harsh reality that even when one rises to the top, there's no way out where everyone emerges unscathed. Sometimes, you must commit unspeakable acts and embrace your inner monster to survive. It was a dark and commanding moment, deserving of its position as the top moment. So there you have it, the 5 most potent moments in Top Boy. What's your most powerful moment? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.